Guys, in this video, I'm gonna be comparing two tutorials on how to make a thumbnail. And in the end of the video, I will choose which one I like the most and which one I would recommend to people. So let's get started and move on to the first video.
Do both. Okay, so also people kept asking how I made the background, so this is how. Just use a gradient of color, and if you don't know the type of gradient to use, just keep poking around with colors. I usually like to edge towards like warm colors more, so that's what I'm doing here. But I kind of wanted to have different gradients of color, so I'm going with blue and probably like a pink or orange.
Okay, so for the gradient, I'm gonna choose dark green and light pink because this is the main colors of my naturality of my character. You can see my character, and so you can see that, yeah, it is green. But I need to be careful so it doesn't like blend in and you can't really see my character. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. So I'm gonna be careful and try to make everything as nice as it possibly can be.
Regular airbrush. Then on your layer settings, just go to the dots and make it the biggest dots possible. As you can see, the color of the brush that you use affects the size of the dots. The lighter the color, the smaller the dots. The darker the color, the bigger the dots. So then go to resize. Click the move layer and use your two fingers to expand it. We're trying to make them a little bigger so that it's more clear. Because if the dots are too small, it'll kind of just look it wouldn't look very nice. I also like to just...
Okay, so right now I'm going to blur everything so it will look nicer and like one whole thing. I don't know, I just like it like that. Okay, I blurred everything out right now, so now I can try drawing the dots. I wish that this would look nice.
Use an airbrush as an eraser and erase some of the dots. So this is our topic, or our subject. The subject is those two thumbnails. To make the subject pop out, you can add an outline. It can be a white outline, a black outline, any color outline. But I just usually add towards white more. You can also lower the opacity of your dot layer if you'd like. So your title is depending on the type of video you're making. But try to make the title as short as possible, if possible, because it's kind of hard to fit a lot of words into a thumbnail. There are tons of fonts here. And some of these you can download more within the app, or you can download more outside of the app. As you can tell, my throat hurts. Because it's cold here. I mean, it's the Philippines, we don't even have winter, but it's cold, man. Like, it's really, really cold. My hands are freezing. That's my network for you. It's super slow. So there are tons of websites to choose from, but I usually just go for the top one. So you can usually just use the font, and you can look up fonts, or you can just go from alphabetical order. I'm looking for a more simple font, as you can use a more simple one. As you can see here, what we use is a simple font. We have the character, the fonts, and the background. The character is usually on the left side, and once again the character is on the left side, with the font slightly behind. I also blurred the character a bit to their hand to bring more focus towards their hand. So it's just keep experimenting with different backgrounds with your character and with the different fonts.
I like my thumbnail a lot. This is my first thumbnail, and it's actually turned out to be pretty well for the first time. be honest, I don't really have anything to say over here. I'm just adding some text and that's it. Right now, I'm just adding some details as some extra shade for my character, and I'm also trying to give the whole focus to my OC and to the title on this thumbnail.
Nothing else to say, sad face, so I just suggest you listen to the BGM.
Guys, both of these tutorials were really good, but I think that I would recommend to people the first tutorial only because she had gave me some hacks that I can use. Not much, but it's still a bit better than the last one. Plus, she was actually talking on the video, which actually let me understand the thing better. Though I did love my second thumbnail, I just have to decide which one I will use as my thumbnail for this video. And that's it for now. Bye! See you in the next video.